Good afternoon, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We're a startup company based in Austin, Texas, where we are focused on using a technology platform to allow student athletes to better connect with other student athletes going through the recruiting process, to help them connect with college coaches during this COVID-19 recruiting cycle that we're in right now. But most importantly, we're focused on helping student athletes transition successfully from high school to college and then into a career once their eligibility is over. We've got a really exciting prospect from Temple High School here in Central Texas. Samari Howard is a class of 22 running back. He's 5'7", 170 pounds. He's got a tremendous GPA of 3.9. He was voted newcomer of the year in his district. And you can see there, he's obviously serious about the recruiting process because he has his NCAA eligibility ID on the image there. So coach could look him up along with his Twitter. Samari, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Thank you for your time. I know you're getting ready for school and getting ready for workouts and season starting, but let's jump right in. The number one thing college coaches want to know about you is the GPA, and yours is very strong. Tell us about the importance that you put on your academics.
I'm very heavy on my academics. I'm always turning my work in early. I'm never really late. Usually when the work's due, like Friday, I'll turn it in either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm always early with my work.
Has that always been the case, or did you kind of like once you got to high school and saw that you'll have a chance to play your sport in college, did you get serious, or you've been strong academically since kindergarten?
I've been really strong. Like when I really got into it was probably middle school. It's like because I knew once I got to high school, I had to be more organized, more responsible. So that's when I really like started having to get organized.
There's a lot of student athletes that would love to have a 3.9 GPA. Give them one piece of information that you do that could help somebody else raise their GPA to be that high.
First of all, don't cheat. Try to help yourself by don't cheating. Really, like I said, just turn your work in early. If you need help, go to tutoring. Like I have a mentor. She always tutors me. Her name is Ms. Bailey. She's my freshman English teacher. She's very heavy on helping me. So like if you need somebody to go to, try to find a mentor, and they're really good on helping you.
A lot of other student athletes that I talk with talk about sacrifice of time. Talk a little bit about, hey, I'm sure there's sometimes you want to go to a party or hang out with your friends or whatever, but you're like, hey, I got to get my schoolwork done. Tell us a little bit about those decisions.
Sometimes like you said, it's gonna be hard because like you want to party, like you want to do the fun things, but you know, school comes first. You're a student before you're an athlete, but like even though you want to have fun, which one would you rather have? Would you rather be out there partying or would you rather be in college being successful? Which I would pick the one being in college and being successful. So I'd rather do my work and just be to myself.
You know, keeping it real, Samari, you know, you've heard it, you've seen it on Twitter. A lot of guys talking about they sleeping on me and how come I don't have an offer. And I tell kids across the country now for 15 years, your GPA will expand your recruiting options if you keep it up high. But if you're a 2.3, 2.5 guys, you're limiting your recruiting no matter how fast or how athletic you are. Talk about how your GPA is driving you in your recruiting a little bit.
It's driving me because I've seen like for instance, like some of our players, like we have like a low GPA, like it's just hurting them. But I think it's driving me because like it just like I know if I keep it up, like the offers will come. So I'm just like I need to keep it up.
Well, and I think the thing that a lot of coaches understand is when they look at your GPA, you automatically going to draw interest from the schools like a Stanford, like a Duke, a Northwestern, some of your Ivy League. And I'm telling you, Samari, I've coached a lot of kids, and there's nothing better than an Ivy League education because once the game is done, and it will come to an end one day, that GPA and your transcripts and what school you go to is going to take you a lot further in life than your eligibility. So I'm really proud of you carrying that 3.9 GPA. I just want to let you know that. Continue down this road. Tell us, you mentioned it earlier, tell us about the people who have played a big impact in you keeping your GPA. You mentioned a tutor. Is there a favorite teacher, counselor, coach that has helped you maintain that?
Ms. Bailey, like I said, she's my English teacher. She was my freshman English teacher. She's also my mentor, my tutor. She always helps me keep my grades up. My parents, they're very, very strict on my grades. Like if it's below a C, like I don't even want to show them the C. Like it's that bad. So.
Okay. What about, tell us a little bit of what are your favorite subjects in school? What ones do you really enjoy and which ones do you not enjoy?
I like science. I really don't like math like that. I like
Okay.
science. But really, science it just grabs my eye. Like it's more interesting like than the other subjects, in my opinion.
Okay. And then have you and your parents sat down and talked about what you might want to major in when you get to college?
Yes, I want to major in kinesiology. Like I want to become a chiropractor.
Okay, I like it. Have your own practice?
I want to have my own. I like have my own center really. Like
Nice.
just yeah.
Okay, good stuff. One thing college coaches are interested in Samari is knowing what kind of learning style you have. Tell these coaches, are you more of a verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
I like to be a visual learner because like for me to see it, like I can execute it like when I see it.
Okay. Is that in the classroom and in football, or are they different based on your learning environment that you're in?
I consider it both.
Okay, good stuff. And then tell us a little bit about, once you graduate from college, what do you want to do? You talk about owning your own business. Is that something that you find important to have your own business, or do you want to use it to open up other businesses that you might be interested in?
I'm kind of like the role play. I want to open up like more businesses like for other people. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. And then what about graduate school? Is graduate school in the picture after you get your kinesiology degree, or you just want to get your degree and get right into business?
I want to get my degree and get right into business, but that has came into my mind. I'm really like I want to push to do that.
Okay. I can tell you from experience, having my degree in engineering and having an MBA, it really does go a long way. I mean, it's one thing to want to run a business and others to get your MBA and understand the different parts of business, the finance, the accounting, the sales, the marketing, all that kind of stuff. So I have a good feeling that you're going to be very successful no matter what you do. Let's transition to get to know you personally. For these coaches that don't know you, other than your huddle video, tell us about your family, your mom and dad, what they do. Are you an only child? Are you the oldest, the baby? Tell us a little about your family.
I'm the youngest. I have a 21-year-old brother. He works at HEB right now, but my mom she works in human resources, and my dad he's a food service supervisor. He works for
Okay.
Airmark, so yeah.
All right. Good stuff. And then tell us, as far as, when you're not working out and you're not playing football, you're at a practice, what do you like to do in a little bit of spare time you have with your academics? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like the game, and I like to sometimes here and there I'll go fishing with my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It begs the question, what's the biggest fish you caught and what kind was it?
Biggest fish, probably catfish. I don't even know how it was like. It was about this big though. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Like that. Like
Did you keep it? Did you keep it or throw it back?
I threw it back. I don't eat fish. I just like catching them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then you said you're big into games. So you a Madden guy, 2K, or you Call of Duty or what?
I like all of them. I like Fortnite, 2K. I like all of them.
And then the obvious question is, are you giving L's or are you taking L's?
I'm giving L's. I'm giving L's.
Oh, that's hilarious. What about, there isn't a recruit like yourself that's not on social media, and these coaches are going to want to connect with you. Which social media app are you using the most? Are you a Twitter guy? Are you Instagram? Are you on the TikTok, or what are you doing?
I'm on Twitter mostly and Instagram really.
Okay, good stuff.
Twitter mostly though.
All right. And then tell us about you personally. What kind of music taste? What kind of music do you listen to? Who are some of your favorite artists?
I like rap. My favorite artist right now is probably Polo G, Lil Baby, and I like a little bit of Chief Keef, like just a little throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Believe me, they want to know that in the recruiting process, because when you come in for your visit, they want to be playing your favorite song. So that's good to know. Hey, tell us a little bit about, what are you doing to give back to your community? Are you involved in your church? Are you involved with nonprofits? What are you doing to give back up there in Temple?
Just some things for Temple. We have a thing for our locker room. You get kicked out the locker room, and you have to do stuff to get back into the locker room. For instance, one of the things is community service. And I'm gonna give 2 examples. One example, we did a Christmas dinner. Me and my teammates did a Christmas dinner for the elderly. It was like a really cool experience. We were just around a lot of elderly people. They're like really grateful, and like they were just really happy that we served them. And I hope my teammates hosted a middle school track meet, and we just like marked who got first and like last and all that. Yeah, it was like a bunch of fat middle schoolers and stuff. So it was like really cool to be around.
Oh, that's awesome. Give back to the elderly and the youth. That's outstanding. Tell us, what's your shoe game looking like? Are you a big shoe guy, big gearhead guy, or no?
Yeah, I'm like the laid back kind of guy. Like I'll rock some J's here and there, but I'm like the Nike and slides type of guy. Like I'm a chill kind of guy.
Okay, all right. Tell us a little bit about, oh, my favorite question. What's your favorite football movie?
Favorite football movie? I had to say Blindside. Blindside.
Okay, good one,
Mhm.
good choice. All right. And then tell us, I call this my dream scenario question. Let's say you have a 3 or 4 good years in college and you find yourself in New York City for the NFL draft. Who is sitting at your table with you waiting for the commissioner to call your name?
I have to say my parents, my brother, and my friend Matthew Harris. He's like my best friend, like since we was little. So I know for a fact, like he a freak. It's just to be there. So
Okay, good stuff. Let's switch over to recruiting a little bit. Obviously, we're in this COVID-19 environment. Tell these college coaches what you've been doing to stay in shape for the upcoming season.
we've been having summer workouts, and like after summer workouts, I'll do some cardio around the neighborhood. Like I'll just do a few miles just so I can keep my speed up.
Okay. And then what about position-specific workouts? What are you doing to stay in shape and work on your routes and your ball handling, your footwork?
Um, like I'll do like we'll do like off releases, like cause I'm not just a running back. Like I'm an athlete. Like I can play slide outside. Cause like
Okay.
uh, I'm very versatile, so I can play both of those. But we practice our steps for running back, and we also like sometimes with the line we'll have them like do a scenario like cans. We'll just have to hit the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, I didn't know. So I had you down as a running back. You're obviously an athlete. Tell these coaches what position you think you'll transition to once you get to college. What do you think you're going to play at that level?
Running back, running back.
Okay. All right. And you're 5'7", 170 now, going into your junior year. Tell these coaches, based on your family and the background, what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from Temple?
I think I'll be around 5'11" because my dad he's 6 foot and my brother's
Okay.
6'3", so I think I'll hit a spurt here soon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tell us, going into your junior year, Samari, what do you consider your strengths as a player, and what are some of the things you're working on constructively?
My strengths I have to say are my hands. For like running back, my hands are really good, and my vision I can see like second level holes develop, and my blocking
Okay.
for sure.
And then
And
what
for
are
one
some
of
of the
my
things you're working on?
you said what
What are some of the things you're working on?
other things like my blocking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask specifically, is it more you're blocking in the run game or you're blocking in pass protection?
Both. We have
Okay.
to practice both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Tell us, there are a lot of good athletes in the class of 22. Tell these coaches how you set yourself apart. How do you differentiate yourself from the other athletes in your class?
I had to say my vision in my hands most definitely. Like I can be so versatile. Like I don't just have to stay in the backfield. Like say we get into an empty set, I can also catch the ball in the empty set. So
Okay.
it's like,
All right. I like it. College coaches also care about your relationship with your existing coaches. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and the head coach at Temple High School.
my position coach, Coach Clevenger, he was previously an O-line coach, but we just got 2 new O-line coaches, so he moved to running back coach. But he's a very cool dude. He's very chill. He'll never tell us wrong. He just wants the best for his players. And Coach Stewart, he's very chill, like, but he's very intense, and I like it
Yeah.
about him. But one thing he promised me, he said he'll either make me great or he'll make me quit. So, and I believe that statement 100%. I believe that
That's
statement
always so
100%.
true. Yeah. You guys have had a lot of great athletes come through Temple. What is it like to be in such a storied program that puts out Division I athletes year after year?
It's such an honor to just be from Temple and just to represent Temple the way I am right now.
Good stuff. Tell us, recruiting wise, what's been your experience? Who have you heard from? Who do you want to hear from in your recruiting experience right now?
During my recruiting process, it's been real slow. Only school I really heard from is Rice, but the schools I want to hear from, I want to hear from Baylor, SMU, TCU. Who else? I want to hear from Did I already say Baylor?
You did, yep.
Oh yeah. Then I want to hear from oh, Sam Houston.
Okay. So it sounds
Yeah.
like your list, and I could be wrong correctly, but your list kind of applies to your GPA. I mean, Rice, high academic school, Baylor, high academic school. Are those schools based on you're very serious about your academics?
Yes, sir. Those schools are based off my major. Like they all have my major. So
Awesome. Okay, I love that you've done your homework. You're not just looking at uniform colors and their stadium and stuff. You're very smart in getting that together here. Tell us, is there a certain player in college or the NFL that you like to pattern your game off of, and what player is that?
I had to say Derrick Henry. Derrick
Okay.
Henry, he's very, very aggressive, very gritty with his blogs, very gritty with like the way he runs. He's one cut and go type of running back, and that's me. Really.
So you may not know, but I'm involved with the used to be the Army, but now the NBC All American game. And Derrick Henry played in the game a few years back, and I remember meeting him in the hotel and looking at his size. He's just got tremendous size. And I say, hey, well, you a D end or you an outside linebacker? He said, Coach, I'm running back. And I just was like, holy moly! And I saw him run and just how physical he is, and the weight, what he was doing in high school and what he's doing now is the same thing. He's a defensive end running the ball and just good speed and size. And so great role model. He's a great young man. You picked a very good role model to pat yourself off of. Derrick is good people. Hey, tell these coaches what have you and your parents come up with a criteria that you're going to use is going to help you commit to what school you're going to go
to? Yes, sir. It's like you said, it's not based off like the looks. It's just based off of what's a comfortable fit for me, and like what's the culture like. Really, like it's really about just like I want it to be like a second home to me because I'm really not good with like leaving my parents. But yeah, so it just has to be like a second home to me.
Okay. Well, so that begs the question, and to be honest, coaches will want to know: do you want to stay in Texas for college? Or are you open to going outside the state?
I'm open to go outside the state.
Okay. Okay. Tell us a little bit about, one thing that coaches want to hear about is when players overcome adversity, especially in football. Tell these coaches about a time in your life, either personally or dealing with football, that you had to overcome some type of adversity.
I overcame adversity when both of my grandparents passed. They passed 6 months apart, and it was just like a really tough time to get over. And just it's hard getting over it now. Just accepting they're gone. Just like knowing like what really makes me happy is like I know I can do everything for them, and that really drives me just to play football.
Yeah. No, sorry to hear that, but I know that they're looking down on you, very proud of what kind of student athlete you are. Tell us about when you first started playing football and the time when you fell in love with football. What age was that, or what grade?
I first started playing football when I was 6. Because at first I didn't live in Texas. I lived in Oklahoma because my dad was in the Army at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I started playing flag, and just my dad seen potential in me, and he was just like, "You could go somewhere with this." And then that's when my grandma ended up getting sick. Then we moved to Texas, and that's when I moved to Temple, and then that's when I got around all around the city teams like the Temple Spartans and Temple Falcons. That's when I really started like really loving the game, and all the coaches like Coach Rodney, Coach York, like they really got me right, and like I had to understand like the concepts and like it's not flagged like you have to get hit. So I had to get it at first.
Yeah.
But I really love the game.
Another thing that we have in common, I'm also an Army brat born in Frankfurt, Germany. So I want to just tell your dad right now when he hears this, thank you for your service, Mr. Howard. Appreciate it. My father was in the Army for 30 years, and it was a great experience for me growing up. And I know that you understand what being an Army brat is and picking up and moving and things like that. So definitely respect to your dad for helping protect our country and serve. Tell these coaches, Samari, and just simply, why do you think your game translates to college football?
I think it translates because I'm a very studious player of the game. Like for our playbook, I got to know the playbook really fast, like about a week or 2 weeks. I don't like being wrong. I just don't like being wrong. But I like being coached hard. But I think I'll be good at the next level because like my vision and just like knowing I have to just get going. Like I can't just sit back there and be patient all the time.
Yeah, understood. Hey, take this time. There's always a lot of great talent at Temple High School. Tell these coaches who else at your school, your teammates, that they might want to take a look at. Who's flying below the radar that you know of, that you want to shout out?
I want to shout out Luke Allen, AJ Freeman, Alejandro Espinoza, and Keon Williams. Um, they're going to be stopped this season, and they're going to do great things this season.
Okay, appreciate that. Hey, obviously you're a good athlete with good speed and quickness. What other sports have you played during your time at Temple High School?
I played baseball my freshman year. I haven't played since freshman year, but I played freshman year. I run track and I do powerlifting.
What are your events in track?
They vary because sometimes I'll just do all the relays, but if I don't have to do the relays, I'll do the 100 and 200, and I'll do the 4x1 and the relays 4x1, 4x2, 4x4.
As you probably know, college coaches, all coaches love football players that run track in the spring. Tell these college coaches one thing you've learned from track that helps you be a better football player.
The running form really helps you. Like, it really opens it. Like, help me open up my stride. Like, it really got me conditioned for the season.
Yeah, big time. Yep. Tell us, Samari, how do you define leadership, and how do you plan on leading going in your junior year?
I define leadership doing things that somebody else won't do, and I plan on doing this. Just being more upbeat, like being the soul, because I know going into my junior year I'm gonna be a leader, and a lot of teammates are gonna look up to me.
Okay. And then talk about, coaches always want to understand the competitive spirit of an athlete. Tell these coaches about how competitive you are in nature.
I hate losing. We could be racing to the next class. I hate losing. Like, if you beat me in the class, I hate losing. Like, it could be anything. I'm like Uno, anything. I hate losing.
I asked that question to a lot of student athletes over my years of coaching, and they all say the same thing: I hate losing. But obviously, we know that there's nobody that ever went undefeated in football. Tell these coaches, what do you learn when you do take an L? How do you use it to prepare you for the following week? Tell us about that.
The main thing I do after an L is just regroup, watch film, correct what I did wrong, what our teammates did wrong, and just don't dwell on it, because we know you can't. It's inevitable to escape a loss. So there's really nothing you can do from escaping that.
Yeah. Another thing, Samari, that I hear from a lot of kids that are going to college is, I want to play as a freshman. I want to start. Talk about your mindset of respecting upperclassmen, but still wanting to compete for a position. How do you handle that as you're getting ready to transition to college?
Just transitioning. Like, I know, because like when I came in from middle school, I wanted to start so bad, but I know, like, even if I have to redshirt, like, I'm willing to sacrifice that. Like, and I'll do anything for the team. I'm a team player. I'm a role player.
Good stuff. Hey, I also wanted to ask you earlier, college coaches want to know, do you play a role in special teams? Are you on any of the special teams? Do you return game? Are you a gunner? Do you play any role there?
Yes, sir. I'm a kick returner. I do punt returner. I start both of those. And also I hold for the kicker. I'm a holder.
Okay, good stuff. I mean, because, going in as a freshman, you go into college, one way to contribute early is in special teams, because it's about respecting those upperclassmen who were there before you ever got there, but still find a way to contribute. So I'm glad that you understand that. Hey, as we finish up here, we talked about the business elevator pitch, and as you start your own chiropractic business down the road here after football's over, in 30 seconds, tell these college coaches why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program.
You should recruit me. I work hard no matter what the situation is. I'm a D-line's nightmare. I'll block no matter what, and I'm very physical and I'm very gritty when it comes to running the ball and blocking.
Okay. Samari, I have so enjoyed listening to you and hearing your story about your family and your work ethic and your great focus on your academics. Hey, continue to be safe, work hard. I'll be at one of your games. You'll see me in the sidelines here, but if you ever have any questions or need any help with recruiting, please reach out to me. And I want to thank you for your time. I've learned a lot about you. You're a very impressive young man, straight up.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great rest of the day.
Yes, sir. You too.